Hey everybody, it's Joshie, and today, whatever this is, I'm going to be doing a updated paranormal experience vlog. I recently had something happen the other night. I literally, had just laid down, I was going to go to bed, and then I remembered all this, and I was like, oh my god, I need to film it now. So that explains my hair. I took it down because I was I already had it down. Up in videos, and it's time to have it down. So I kind of braided it the other night, and then this happened. It looked better when I first took it down. But yeah, my hair just looks wonderful right now. But I did write stuff down in my sassy journal, so that I would remember everything that I'm about to bring on to you guys. So yeah. The other night, actually, let me write down this other thing. Anyway, so, I don't know, I know some of this stuff I may have told y'all about, but most of what I'm getting ready to tell you is updated or new, or I didn't talk about it from what I remember in my last paranormal vlog. So, yes. So, the other... I don't know. It's been a week. About a week or so ago, I met up with one of my friends. I was walking to go meet him, and literally, I was halfway. Okay, so y'all know, no, not really. My road is this way, that way, and it goes like this, and then straight up. Anyway, I was walking to go meet him. That has nothing to do with the story. I was walking to go meet him, and I literally, I thought, he was walking up on me, here's me just walking like a normal person in the middle of the night. So here I am walking, and here comes this, what I thought was a person, creepy, here comes this, what I thought was a person, I thought it was him, and, I kept getting up on it, and I thought it was him walking towards me, so I was kind of okay, that's him, it's good. So, the closer I get, the more it's I can't really see, but I can see, the shadow of a guy. The way I would explain it, I just totally looked at the light, the way I would explain it was a dark shadow. I could see a hat, a baseball cap, and a regular t-shirt and shoes, which also I'll tell you guys another story with that. But yes, so anyway, I thought it was him, and I ended up, I was let's give, I don't want to say his name on camera. I'm not good with names. Brad. Let's just say Brad. So I was Brad. Or this way. Brad. Brad. You're not going to talk to me? So no, I wasn't really like that, but I was Brad. Or that's not his name, but you get the point. But yeah, I got no response back, and then after that, the more I looked, nobody was there. So that kind of really freaked me out. When I actually saw the person I was actually meeting instead of this spirit apparatus shadow in the dark. Yeah, when I got up to him, I was freaking out. I was oh my god, you just will not believe what just happened. I swear he probably thought I was completely had lost my mind at that point. But I know. Because these experiences, some people may think I'm lying, or that I'm just making the same thing as lying, making it up, but, I'm not. And if you don't believe it, I'm sorry, you don't have to watch this video. If you believe it, then we are two in this, I don't know how that phrase goes, we are one and the same. We are people, aren't we? I'm an alien, I'm not really a people, I'm an alien. Feel my alienness. It's late. It's almost 4 a.m. So, yeah, I did have that happen the other night. It really, maybe not freaked me out, because at this point, all the experiences I've had, it doesn't really freak me out anymore, as much as, it kind of just shocks me, at first. I'm just oh my god, did that happen? Is this real life? I don't know. So yeah, that was really kind of crazy, and I wanted to tell y'all about that. And another thing that I wanted to tell y'all about, I don't know if y'all have, if y'all have told me this. Did y'all tell me this story? I don't think so. Another story, I don't know if I've told this one or not. If so, you'll get to enjoy it again with all the newness and oldness maybe. But I did, like, one night I was in the kitchen, I was making me some sweet tea, you know, because I love my sweet tea, and I really want to get my hair extensions kind of cut, but I was making some sweet tea. Let's get back on track. And okay, so explanatory. I was facing this way towards the stove, and then over back here is the kitchen table and that stuff, and then kitchen table, doorway, another doorway where my mom and brother's room is, in the living room, and before you get there, before you go into this doorway, and you go down the hallway. So I had my back like this, I was watching the tea, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this shadow, like, go from where my mom and brother sleeps and into the hallway, or either from the hallway into the room. I don't remember that part now, but I saw this shadow, and I thought it was, like, I legitimately thought it was my mom. And I waited a few minutes, yeah, because they went in there, and I was waiting for her to come back out of the bathroom. So I waited a few minutes, and then I went and looked, and my mom was in the bed, and nobody else, that could not have been anybody else, like, just walked from in there. And that was really freaky. That freaked me out a little bit, because I was like, I don't even know. But yeah, that was scary. Kind of, not really, because none of the things have ever, spirits, whatever you want to call them, I don't know, craziness, never really hurt me or bother me. So it's not really a scary thing. Well, I have had one that I'll tell you here soon. But yeah, that was creepy. Let's see here. So I have also had experiences in this house here in the last few. I've had experiences when I was younger, up until even to this day, that I will hear voices. You're all gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not, though. I swear this is real. But there has been times ever since I was little, even my Nana, other family members in the home have heard it too, but you will sometimes hear, like, voices or someone talking like somebody's here and then nobody will be here, and that's kind of sometimes creepy, but at this point it's kind of like, okay, they're just welcome to just carry on your conversation, spirits. We're all good, we're all ready for that. So it doesn't really bother me at this point. I don't know, I feel like the more I talk about it, the more stuff happens, so I'm sure that as soon as I film this video, I'm going to have like 10 other things happen that I'll have to make a video about, which, if you enjoy these types of videos, like it, let me know. But yeah, I don't know, that's just one thing that I've kind of gotten used to in this house, is the fact that you can sometimes hear people talking when they're not here, or just talking, and it's nobody that you thought it was. Like, I one time could have sworn to you that my grandpa had hollered my name through the door, and I went in there and everybody was like, no. So that was creepy kind of too, but there were people here, so that was kind of weird. And then I also have the last video, I think it's the only one I've done, but the last video that I had that I was like sitting this way, I had my other, this was forever ago, but yeah, I was literally filming. I have it on video, on that video. If I can find it and remember to do it, I'll link it down below. There was like 1 to 3 knocks on this door. I was talking about paranormal experiences at that moment, and there was like a couple knocks on the door like during the video, and you can hear the knocks. Like, that's the only thing I've ever really caught on camera that was like IRL that was crazy. Like, that literally was one of my best things that happened, yet kind of freaky. But I'm sorry, I just spat on you. But yeah, that was crazy. That's another one. I'm getting like goosebumps as I talk about all this. But Another thing in this house and also at my old house used to, our old house used to really kind of freak me out, especially when I was there by myself. Like, I couldn't stay there by myself a lot of the time. It would make me very uncomfortable. But we also lived, like, our house was right here, and then the next, like, there's some trees, and then graveyard. So that was kind of there. So there were other things there. Like, I remember when I was younger, when we first moved into that house, I was, like, really young. I was laying in bed, and I remember this mass of, like, I don't know how to explain it. This mass of, I don't even know, like a dark something or another would go from my door that came from the hallway and travel to the closet and then disappear. That would happen like almost every morning around 6 or 7 o'clock, I think. I don't know. That was an every morning thing. It eventually, I think, stopped, or I don't know. Either I wasn't awake at 7 o'clock a.m. I am not normally awake at that time. No. Who wants to be awake at 7 a.m.? God. If you do, though, it's okay. I'm not, like, totally offended by that or anything. My eyeliner swatches just everywhere. So, yes. Another thing that I've had happen, I'm trying to, oh, it's Onyx. I have to wave at my cat in my videos. Another thing that I had happen, or that I kind of like just dazed off. Another thing that I had happen, this was with my sister, and my, I basically call him my brother Jerry. My sister Courtney and my brother kind of Jerry. Whatever. I love him. Either way, whatever he is. He's my friend. We went to the graveyard, because he had a couple people who had passed that he wanted to go visit, and I had my cousin Scotty, that same place I wanted to visit him while we were there. And it literally, I had not been there in so long. It had been like a really long time since I'd been up there, like since the actual funeral, because that is one thing that was really hard on me in my life, and still my nail is gross. It's hard on me to this day. Obviously, it was kind of close to him, family, it's just a thing. But we were there, and he saw his friends, and then I went to go look for my cousin's tomb, gravestone thing, and we just could not. But like, I literally looked over at the same place where I knew it had to be. We looked over so many, I couldn't find it. I was kind of freaking out. It was getting dark, and then my sister, like, she saw, I didn't necessarily see it as much as I thought I saw it, but she confirmed it. But she said she saw, and I only caught a glimpse. Like, it was one of those things where I wasn't even sure. Like, when she said it, I was like, I don't know. But we were looking for my cousin's gravestone, and there was like this tree over here, and we were over here. This is so confusing. But there was this tree, and there was a white, or maybe not, I don't know. It was an apparition that like ran behind the tree. It was like, she described it as having like a baseball cap, like definitely a guy, like shirt and jeans, and I feel like that was my cousin. Like, he was like, okay, everybody, let's just have some fun, because we're obviously stressing out over looking for me. But I love him and miss him so much. But see, I just heard something. That's what happens when I talk about this stuff. But yeah, that was another thing. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, that was another thing. Another thing, and another thing. But yeah, she had saw it, and like I said, I just glimpsed it, wasn't sure, and she confirmed it, but that was crazy. I feel like it was him. And then we, like, shortly, like, really shortly after that, found the gravestone, so I was able to visit him for a few minutes. So I think that was him. Shout out. Oh, I love you. Let me not cry on video. What's this? Oh, and this is, oh, another thing before I get on to that next one, because this one, the next one, It's creepy. But, what was the one I was going to tell you? At my sister's, this was a little bit after my mama had passed away. Her and her boyfriend were downstairs, and I was, like, upstairs, and there was this mirror on the wall. She'll know what I'm talking about. In their hallway, mirror on the wall, and I was walking by the mirror, and this is just a short story, but out of the corner of my eye, I caught a glimpse of my memo in the mirror, and when I looked, it was obviously me. But yeah, I feel like I caught a glimpse of my memo in her mirror, like, just, excuse me, you know how spirits do, just showing you that you know how they do, like, we're all familiar with it, but, yeah, just showing me that she was there. So I did see that. That was another thing. That one wasn't really scary. That was just a moment of shock, because that was, like, just recent, fresh on life, badness, but, the last thing I have to tell y'all, since this video is already 15 minutes long, and I've already probably told these stories. There's a dead spider carcass on my floor. God! The last story that I'm going to tell you guys... Oh, I have two. Let me do this one and then the scary one last. A while back, I don't know if I ever told this story, but I was outside smoking. Y'all know I smoke, bad habit, whatever. It's terrible. It's gonna kill me. But I was outside smoking, doing that thing, and where I stand was right here, and then over here is like a driveway that goes up to the neighbors up here. See, I was standing out there, and then I'm always out of the corner of my eye just seeing some crazy shit. I should never look out of the corner of my eye again. But yeah, I was standing there, and then I saw something, and I heard a cat hiss, and then I looked over. I wish this was still fresh on my brain. I looked over, and again, like, I don't know, I swear this is my cousin Scotty, but I saw this apparition, is what I'm going to call it, figure, if you will, that was like a dark figure, again, with the baseball cap, like normal looking man figure, just looking at me, and it was one of those moments where I was like, to this moment, it kind of just makes me, I don't even know how to explain the feeling that gave me, because I had like 2 or 3 people I texted, and I was like, because I didn't even, I don't know, that one was crazy, all on its own, but then it just kind of went away, like the last one the other night. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's maybe my cousin, but it might not be. Like, you never know with spirits. I definitely don't just, unless you actually, like, have that thing where it's like, it's definitely, like, when we were at the graveyard, I definitely feel like that was my cousin. But the other two, this other night, and then the one I just told you, those I don't know. Like, it maybe, I think, but I don't know. But yeah, and then the last story that I have to tell you, I'm like so freaking myself out now. Like, this is why I don't tell my paranormal stuff that often, because I start to kind of get freaked out and stuff happens, and it's just, I don't even know. But the last thing I wanted to tell y'all is just kind of a story. Me and one of my uncle's ex-girlfriends, and I think her daughter, were like, what is on my foot? Well, I get so scared really easily. We were walking through some of the trails on my grandpa and my uncle's land, and I just spaced out for a minute there. And we were just walking through the trails, and we stumbled upon, like, literally, it was kind of like, I don't know, a feeling that I don't want to ever have again. I was younger with this one too, so I don't remember exactly, but I remember enough that I know that it happened. So we were just walking the trails, as I said, and there was this, I don't even know what to call it, like Indian burial looking thing. I hope that's not disrespectful. I can't think of what it's called. Indian burial ground. You could tell it was really, really old, with little itty bitty things there that you could tell. And I got this feeling of, you need to go. Like, you need to get out. You need to go. So we literally, me, her, and her daughter went straight back to the house. Like, it was like, no. Like, I don't even know what it was. It was just the feeling I got, and then I could have swore I saw something I'm always seeing stuff. I could have swore I saw something, and just the feeling was just scary. I don't recommend it, but yeah, I also had that happen, so that's kind of not, maybe that was overstated as what it would be, but anyway, that happened as well, and it was kind of creepy. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. That's all I can think of like right now. It's already a long video, so I should stop. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like more paranormal stuff, just like this video or comment down below, because I do sometimes get sensitive with it. It's not an all the time thing. I'm definitely not like a medium or anything, but I do have stuff happen and believe in those types of things. So definitely comment down below or whatever if you would like more, if I can think of anything else, or share your experiences down below too. We would all love to read them. So that's all for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and go because I need to sleep. So I love you guys so much. Please take the time, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel, Give Gay Babies Rainbow Wings, and become a member of the Joshie Army today. And you can also find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram, all under Joshie6 or It's Joshie6. And I do love you guys so much, and I will see you later. Okay? Okay. Hope this all doesn't scare you. The stories. I hope you enjoy my stories of my paranormal stuff that's happened to me. But I'm gonna go hair flip. Wow. Hair flip. Wow. I'm gonna go before I get weird. Bye.